Good morning, Prairie Trace, and welcome to WPTE. My name is Natalie Looper.
And I'm Matthew Moreira. Today is Friday, December 19th.
Hey Matthew, I have a great joke to tell you.
Hey, let's hear it.
What does an elf learn at school?
I don't know. What?
The alphabet.
That's a good one, Natalie. Now let's talk about food. Let's see what's on the menu for lunch today. Chicken nuggets and breadsticks, grilled cheese, popcorn chicken salad, garden salad, steamed broccoli.
Sounds delicious, Matthew. Now let's turn it over to Meredith Snyder with Miss Marshall. Meredith, take it away.
Thank you, Matthew and Natalie. I'm Meredith Snyder here with Miss Marshall, one of our first grade teachers. Miss Marshall, thank you for taking your time of your busy schedule to answer a few questions for us.
You're welcome. I'm glad to do it.
First question, would you rather ride a bike, ride a horse, or drive a car?
I have not been on a bike since I was in first grade, really. And last time I was on a horse, all it did was stop and eat grass. It wouldn't go. So I have to say, drive a car, 100% drive a car. That would be my preference.
Okay. Our second question is, if you could live anywhere, where would it be?
Well, I love where I live right now, but I will say Mr. Marshall and I do a lot of traveling, and we love warm places that are beaches. We love that. But if we could pick one place to live forever, it would definitely be in the mountains. We like to go to Tennessee, and we like to go to the Smoky Mountains, and if we picked somewhere, that would be where we would live.
That would probably be me too.
Really? Awesome.
Yes. Our last question is, why are you wearing a raccoon shirt today?
Oh, this? Well, raccoons and I have a special relationship. We go way back. Actually, they love me and I don't love them so much. So I wore this shirt to represent that relationship. And because a lot of teachers at Prairie Trace, we go glamping every year. And so when I saw the candy cane with the raccoon, I had to get this sweatshirt and I had to wear it today. So, great question.
It was nice learning more about you. Thank you for all you do for us at Prairie Trace. Have a wonderful weekend. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Meredith. I love the mountains, too. It'd be a great place to live.
Now let's check in to see what the weather has in store for us this weekend. Maggie, any sun?
Boy, I sure do hope the sun pays us another visit.
Thank you, Matthew and Natalie. Today the high will be 33 degrees and the low will be 23 degrees. On Saturday, there will be light snow with some accumulation possible. On Sunday, it will be mostly cloudy and seasonably cold. The high on Saturday and Sunday will be 32 and the low will be 27. Now back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Maggie.
Sounds like we might have a little snow this weekend. I'm so excited.
We have very different opinions on snow. I want the snow to stay away.
Okay, well, now on to sports. We have a great weekend of sports ahead of us.
Let's turn it to Miles Thomas for more information. Miles, take it away.
Natalie and Matthew. This weekend is going to be busy for Indiana sports. First, let's talk about basketball. On Saturday, IU hosts Butler, Purdue hosts Notre Dame, and the Pacers play at Denver. Now, on to football. The Colts are playing at Dallas against the Cowboys at 4:25 p.m. on Sunday. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Miles. Sound like it will be a busy weekend of sports.
Go Colts! Let's wish all the students with a birthday today and over the weekend a very happy one.
Good idea.
Happy birthday to
Ian Missler,
Donta Lang,
Marco Leonardo,
Drew Willman,
Bo Willman,
Zach Zollner,
Xander Dora,
Trey Osborne,
Maya McNeary.
and Abby Street.
Enjoy your special day. We have a special report from Kelly Branco. Kelly, fill us in.
Thanks, Matthew and Natalie. Today I have news from our media specialist, Mrs. Dragish, for any fifth grade student who wants to be a media leader. Mrs. Dragish, what are leadership qualities that you're looking for in a media helper?
Well, I'm looking for a student that can be proactive. I want them to be able to listen and follow the directions about how to take care of the materials that we have in the Media Center. I need someone that's going to be responsible, that if I ask them to put things away in a certain spot, that they can put them there so we can find them later. I want someone to think win-win, because we have a lot of books that get checked out in the Media Center. Just in the first 4 months of school, we've checked out almost 42,000 books. That's a lot of books, and so we need students that can help us by getting those books back on the shelves so that other students can check them out.
That's a lot of books. How does a 5th grade student become a media leader?
Well, I set up a Google form on the Media Center webpage. So I showed all the students that in media time, but they should also think about going there with their parents, because if they're going to commit to before or after school, they would need a ride to school anyway, and so most likely their parents would help them with that. And so they can go to that form and fill it out.
Thank you, Mrs. Dragish. Exciting new opportunities in the Media Center.
Thanks, Kelly. What a great opportunity to be a leader.
Speaking of leaders, we continue to know great leaders at Prairie Trace. Kathleen Lemmy is standing by with Angela Gow. Let's hear what they have to share with us.
Thanks, Natalie and Matthew. I'm Kathleen Lemmy, here with 4th grader Angela Gow, who has been both proactive and sharpened her saw. Angela, tell us what you did.
I was the first person to read all 20 YHB books.
Wow, 20 books. Which was your favorite?
Well, I think it was Wonder.
I loved that one. What pushed you to finish all the books?
Well, I love trying out new books or series.
That's a good idea. Thanks for answering these questions. And don't forget to always practice the 7 habits wherever you are. Now back to Natalie and Matthew in the studio.
The kindergarten, 1st, and 2nd grade Leader in Me teams made cards for a little girl in Utah who is very sick. She loves getting Christmas cards, and her parents requested that the community help provide her with a lifetime of cards. These students stayed in at recess and made cards to help fulfill her wish. We'd like to give a shout out to these teams for their willingness to give up their playtime to help another child. Way to go, leadership team.
Wow, those 1st graders are showing great leadership skills. Don't forget about the PBIS celebration. I can't wait.
I'm really excited to see Mrs. Ship and Mrs. Alano sumo wrestle. It should be a great matchup.
Students, Hawk Miller's miles have been tallied up from the fall, and we have the results of the top classes in each grade. Kindergarten, Miss Kiefer's class.
1st grade, Mrs. Scholar's class.
2nd grade, Miss Etcherson's class.
3rd grade, Mrs. Snifer's class.
4th grade, Mrs. Peasley's.
5th grade, Mrs. Hayner's.
Woo! Congratulations to all you guys. Great job. Hey Matthew, do you know that we have a green team here at Prairie Trace?
I sure did, but I would love to know more about them. Here's Bailey Capella to tell us more.
Thank you, Natalie and Matthew. I'm standing by with a few members of the Green Team. Green Team, how are you making our school a better place?
We are having people recycle. Recycling in our school doesn't just make our school a better place, it also makes our world a better place to live. Recycling makes less pollution, and it might have an effect on global warming and climate change. We are also hoping that it has an effect on animal extinction. Every little bit helps.
That's great. Lots of people are wondering what can be placed in recycling bins. So what can be? You can recycle all paper products. Please do not place used tissues or any food items in your blue recycling bins. If you don't recycle, this will happen.
Dun, dun, dun.
I sure will start recycling more.
Look what cafeteria recycling next.
Thank you for taking time out of your day to spend time with me. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Bailey. That concludes this edition of WPTE. But before we end, we have a special guest appearance, which would be followed by the Pledge of Allegiance and the Leadership Pledge, and a moment of silence.
Thank you for tuning in.
We'll see you on the prairie.
Hi, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Ship with Miss Aletto and the PTE News Studio. We wanted to come to you one last time in 2014. We've had an incredible start to the school year, and we've been very, very proud of all of you and all of the staff for everything we've accomplished so far. We're looking forward to a wonderful, wonderful second half of the year. Good times. And we're really looking forward to what 2015 brings us. So on behalf of myself, Miss Aletto, and the entire PTE News Studio, we would like to wish you a very merry and happy 2015. Happy New Year!
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I pledge, as a Prairie Trace elementary leader, to have a positive attitude each day. I will make good choices even when no one is looking. I will demonstrate the 7 habits to make myself and my school an amazing place.